Who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is May the 1st, 2024. May the 1st. May the 1st. 512022202, just 24. It's just 2024, right? There's not another 2 in the year. This is Legit Paranormal News. I am King Michael.
Sin Shrader Hill author.
And well, without anyone else, we're going to go into our top story. Now, Sin, before I even interrupt you to do the story that I usually do, before I even interrupt you, let me interrupt you, please. So, I got an email today, right? I got yelled at. I got yelled at.
For what?
Scolded for making
and it wasn't
fun
from
of
me.
someone. No. I was making fun of someone apparently, and I can't make fun of them. Yeah. No, and you know what? It's weird too, getting yelled at or scolded or told not to do something like that. Like, certain people that when you say that to, they go, "Oh, don't say that to me." Because in our heads, we're thinking, "No, don't do that. Like, just leave me out of this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you yelling at me? You know what? Most of my life spent, why are you yelling at me? But so here's what the argument was.
What you're gonna say?
No, here's what the argument was over.
Go ahead.
Okay. So,
all right.
This guy I knew, he's from Germany, right? He was trying to tell me how that he wanted to go further than the boundaries of paranormal. And then here's a conversation that I had. I said, all right, well, let's go by the definition of paranormal. The definition of paranormal is beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. Now, let's all remember that again. When you hear the weird word paranormal, you should be thinking beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. And just so we're both clear before I proceed, scientific understanding means stuff that we can't prove, right? Stuff that science just doesn't understand. It doesn't understand it, Sin, right?
Right.
Okay, so if it's
calm down.
Something that's no, I'm happy. If it's something that science doesn't understand, right? If science doesn't understand it, okay? If science doesn't understand it, what are the rules to it? Nothing, right?
It's paranormal.
Well, but what's beyond it? What's beyond that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So
I wouldn't think
if you
so.
go further than the boundaries of paranormal, it's further than the boundaries of beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. What does that even mean? How am I going beyond?
So beyond the beyond?
Once I'm beyond paranormal, like once I hit paranormal, I'm beyond scientific understanding. In my book, we shut it down. That's as far as it goes. That's all we know. We're saying that paranormal stuff we don't know, right? You can't go past stuff we don't know. Now you're saying there's stuff that we should not know that we don't not know. It doesn't even make sense. Does any of it make sense?
I actually have a headache from that.
It doesn't. It's ridiculous. And then let me just say this really quick. Here's the other thing I'm having issues with, right? So everybody gets their feelings hurt. And
nope. Sorry, Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose.
What? Of course he was.
No, he wasn't. You lose.
Of course he was. He was the star.
Nope, you're wrong. Look it up.
I don't have
rats. Rats are in the building all the time. And this is what I can't understand. As a grown person, right? If you have an argument with Rick, okay? And you're like, I'm right about this. I think that, like, ice cream's better than sherbet. And Rick's like, no, you're crazy. Sherbet is a special kind of ice cream. You don't know ice cream, right? You don't have to send me copies of what you guys said in a chat. Ever.
Right.
To show me, like, oh, no, look, see, Rick was saying he didn't like sherbet over here. Like, I would never need that. I don't need to see that, all right? People that do that and have done that to me in the past and other people I know are rats. What happened to this world? Why does everybody get a rat on somebody else? What? I don't care. Look. Oh my God. Bashing is ridiculous. And like, I don't base my friends on how many divorces they have.
Well,
Have you ever done that?
gosh,
Have you
I
ever
hope
gone?
not.
Well, have you ever
I
gone?
can't.
Well, Cindy, in your case, so you could go. You never had one. Not talking to you, right? And I'd be like, oh. But like that, it could be opposite. You know, it works both ways. I mean, we gotta figure it out. But like,
Yeah, but I wouldn't
no,
do that. No,
I would never.
no.
Thirsty Tom. That was a nice hand wave. No. So, anyways, where was I? Yeah. It's like offering up to show me more conversation to convince me of something that I don't even understand. Because look, I don't really read this stuff. I can't read all that stuff,
Well,
especially when you're ratting on someone. I'm not going to read it at all. You do know that, right? If I see you send me any kind of like screenshots of anything, I don't read it. On that other person's
have
behalf,
I?
I don't read it.
Wait a minute. Have I ratted out anybody? I don't think I have.
No, you never have. I'm just saying.
No,
There's always that.
I
Why does
wouldn't.
that?
I wouldn't send that to you. I wouldn't do that.
But like, why
I
does that?
wouldn't
Not
do
to
that.
me. I'm just saying in general. Like, why would you? Like,
Oh
I mean,
no.
I've spoken to Pally. Pally's he knows he's wrong, right?
So
He guesses so, but it doesn't matter. He thinks he's wrong as long as he will someday accept things. It's just like don't look, don't go like I'm a podcaster, Sin. You know that, right? I
Yes,
can't go to
I
the scary
do.
place. I don't go to the scary places the rest of you go. There's so many of
Yeah,
you
but
in this
we
group
want you
that go to scary places, but I don't do that. That's not what I do. I like to talk on the microphone. And because of where I've grown up, oh boy, I'm a ball breaker. And the thing was, everybody I knew growing up were ball breakers. No, dude, in the schoolyard, you had to be the better ball breaker to survive. Like it was brutal in a little town of Italians. Oh, Madonna, me, they would make fun of everything about you. If you didn't have a thick skin coming out of this town that I grew up in, right? Like then I don't know what happened because like everybody always made fun of you all the time, and you had to learn. So it's just like I'm not making. Someone's telling me I'm making fun of them. I'm not making fun of you. I know I didn't make fun of you. I didn't say a word about any of that stuff. I was just like, My point is, don't send me something. Don't send it to me. I don't care.
Well, yeah.
And you're a rat. You're a rat. And you're a rat. And then hold on, because I dropped the pen cap, but I want to keep this continuing as I talk. Not only are you a rat, but where the hell did that pen cap go? Not only are you a rat, Jesus Christopher, where's that pen cap? Not only are you a rat, I don't know. I'll find it. So what was I saying? Oh, not only are you a rat, but you didn't like me in the first place, and I didn't like this person. So why are you messaging me about someone else?
Bothered.
I don't know. No, I don't. Why even bother with me? Like I don't bother with you. Another thing I don't get. Like I don't bother with you. Where the hell did that? I gotta. You know what it is? It's driving me nuts. Because every now and then the light shines and it changes, and I think I see it. Ah, fuck it. Think what a magic marker is, and if you don't find the pen cap soon, Shoppies they die. Anyways, so that happened, and it's just like, don't.
Well,
just don't.
you know,
just drop it. Like just
of all the people to send, messages or emails to, why would they send them to you? Because you never read them.
No, but it's not only that.
Is your dog in there?
No, dude. Look, see the pen cap? If you don't find the pen cap for Shoppy, they die.
I know this.
No, it's just why say to me, stop making fun of me. Like I wasn't even. You know what I mean? I don't understand this whole paranormal world we're in. Like I keep handling it like regular business, and people they go, whew-ah, right? Like
there's a lot of shoo-ha's. There's a lot of shoo-ha's.
So would you like to go first with your story, or I can keep going? It's up to you.
Matters not to me. I have got Tennessee cryptids, craziness around me. So you decide.
All right, I'll probably be quicker then. I have my favorite Florida man arrested um, headlines.
Your favorite, okay,
Florida
okay,
man
your
arrested.
favorite
Headlines.
not your
of
favorite Florida man.
Well, no, I don't know if I have any favorite Florida
Okay.
men. I would have
Yeah,
to
I
stop
was
and think
wondering.
about men from Florida and which ones are my favorite. So I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. To be determined. All right. First one is Florida man arrested for urinating on waitress at nightclub. That's all you need to know. Florida man tries
Wow.
to pawn stolen jewelry at store managed by woman whose home he just robbed. That's
What?
it's one of the longest sentences I've ever read. Florida man tries to pawn stolen jewelry at store managed by woman whose home he just robbed. Isn't it home? I
Wow.
don't know what word would be there, but that's kind of Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing alligator through Wendy's drive-through window.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Well,
but this is
there you
Florida.
go.
This is Florida. Florida man arrested for having sex with an alligator.
Oh well.
Florida
now,
man. What's that? Sorry.
you
A
know,
Florida man allegedly. Do we have a 1 second time gap?
we might. I don't know.
All right, ready? Watch. One. You can say two. Just
What
say
do you
two.
want me
Ready?
to do?
One.
Oh, okay. 2.
I'm gonna say one. You say two. It's just. But after I say one, you say two. Wait for it. One.
Okay. 2.
Yeah, there was a delay. Let's see. Florida man run over by own truck during road rage. That's not that.
How?
Oh no, that one makes sense. That one makes sense because he jumped out of the car so angry that he left the car in drive or in neutral or something stupid.
Well, he kind of deserved that.
Yeah. Florida man
You know,
dials 911 and
deserved
demands a ride home to change his underwear. Look at his face. That can't be the right. You know what? That can't be the right photo because God help him, he does look like he just has to change his underwear. All right. Oh no, Florida man too fat for jail.
Oh, no.
Too fat for jail.
What?
Meet George Dulles Kerr, a 38-year-old, 600-pound Florida man arrested for scamming restaurants out of food, but then deemed too fat for imprisonment.
Wow.
What do they do with him? What the
I
frick?
mean, make him walk to
Florida
Texas
man robs gas station. Listen, Florida is like the Star Search of crazy people. So right,
Yeah.
I'll do a couple more. A Florida man robs gas station, leaves job application with identifying information behind. Oh no!
Wow.
Florida man had
that one-
sex with his pit bull in front of his neighbors. Sex with his pit bull in front of his neighbors. Florida man vapes semen.
What?
All right, I'm gonna rattle off the next let me just rattle off the next 5. Right, I'll stop.
I can't.
Florida
do
man
it.
dies in meth lab explosion. After lighting farts on fire. Florida man accused of attacking girlfriend with banana. Florida man tries to use taco as ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell. South Florida man creates company car made of cannabis hemp. Car company made of cannabis hemp. Who? Florida man arrested for twisting 2-year-old boy's nipples off.
Oh,
Florida
my
man calls
Lord.
911 over missing bear so many times he gets arrested. Florida man having sex in community pool fights with other swimmers. Report: man strips naked after claiming to be outside the 7-Eleven. Florida man calls 911 to brag about his big muscles. Florida man hits boyfriend with plate for listening to too much Alanis Morissette. Florida man on drugs kills imaginary friend and turns himself in. That's a good one. No, that's a good one. Because
I like that.
how do the cops even handle that guy, right? He comes in, I killed my imaginary friend. Did you know?
Holy cow.
Did you know? Really? See, it's weird. Like, I guess I'm so old that I always expect that little white van to pull up and the guys in the white suits to get out and put somebody in a straitjacket and just take them away.
Yep.
Because as a little kid,
Yep.
I thought that's what we did with crazy people. Eventually, they came and they put that on and they threw them in the van and took them away. That's how dumb I was then.
I think they probably shipped this guy to one of those places that had those.
They had to. Florida man charged with picking magic mushrooms while carrying an alligator. What was he charged with?
Yeah.
Oh, was it picking magic mushrooms,
not
not carrying the alligator? What?
You can't do both. Yeah, you can't do both. One or
Really?
the other.
Oh.
How do I know?
Lastly, I'm going to end with this. Here's what the guy wrote. What brought you to Florida? I like to tickle old people. Haha, they're so cute and helpless. Sometimes I'll go into a retirement community and just people I can tickle before they kick me out. Anyway, there are a lot of old folks in Florida, so that's why I'm here.
No.
I like to tickle old people. I like to tickle old people. It's fantastic. We should start tickle an old person foundation. No, I'm being serious. We should start doing
Eric.
that. What's up, Eric? We should all put money in and pay for somebody to tickle old people. Sin, what do you have you want to talk about?
I'm actually afraid of some of those.
Well, no.
I'm afraid of some of those. Oh, no. Oh, listen. Tennessee has its share of cryptids. Did you know that?
I always thought cryptids was more of like a Northeast thing. That's, again, because where I grew up. So I had no idea that they even had their own cryptids.
Well, I'm about to enlighten you. So there is actually one around where I live. I live in Flintville, Tennessee, which is where my dad grew up. And it's outside the major metropolis of Lincoln County. You know, it's right in, it's outside of Fayetteville, the city seat, the county seat, excuse me. So anyway,
don't know these. Not one of these cities has rung a bell for me.
Well, Flintville will, because that's where I live. Flintville, like Flintstones, but Flintville. Go with me on this.
We're at Flintville with us in Shrader Hill, Author family.
And
from
the
town of
Flintville.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
With the Flintville Monster. You got to put Flintville Monster in the lyrics. All right, so it's said to be similar to Bigfoot, but it actually is more violent, aggressive, whereas, the Bigfoot we normally hear about try to get away from everybody. Oh, no, not the Flintville one. The Flintville one will bow up on you and come after you. So,
bow up? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Bow up. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah. Bow up. You're in the South, darling, right now. We're talking from the South.
Yeah, but
are you
got to understand something from the Northeast. Once someone does this, it's something.
It's all over anyway.
It's over. No, I'm being serious. One way or the other, something ends at that moment. We're so tense up here that it just takes one of those. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry with this monster.
Probably if the Flintville Monster does that to you, you shouldn't be aggressive against it because it's already aggressive. So there's like one report happened back in the 1970s. And it was this kid was playing out in the field. His mom looked out and saw this creature running toward him. And she ran out of the house, got to him before the creature did, snatched him up, ran back in the house, called the police. So they didn't find this creature, but they found a 16-inch footprints and blood. So he is known for.
Wait a minute. Was this
Yes.
creature chasing after the woman?
He was going to get that little boy that was her boy that was playing in the field,
So
and she
you
happened to look
leading,
out and see.
yeah.
What's that?
How far away was he?
He
How far away
was
was
across the field. He
he?
was
Oh, all right.
across the field.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, no
And
way this lady beat him in a foot race if he was close.
it was
16.
her child. Yeah, but yeah. So
No,
she
no.
saw him coming that way. She saw him
Yeah.
coming that way. Yes, I know. He's 7 foot tall, so he's got a long stride. I get it.
Oh yeah.
But
his gait.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, all right. So, anyway, aggressive and dangerous. Don't mess with the Flintville monster. All right. Also down here is what's called the not deer.
Not deer.
Not deer.
Not
All
deer.
right.
Is it N-O-T?
It's a yep. D.
It's spelled N-O-T-D-E-E-R. Not deer. Just not deer. N-O-T-D-E-E-R.
Yes.
Okay. What is it? So it
It's a
can't be anything
creature.
like a deer.
It's what?
It can't be anything like a deer.
Oh, but it can, but not. So it's a creature that looks like a deer, but something's off. Now, it's commonly sighted all through the Appalachians, and East Tennessee is in the Appalachian Mountains. So it's described as looking just like a normal deer until you get a closer look at it.
Wouldn't it be
And
better to
you
use
see,
not quite deer?
I know, but
That's
you
what
know,
you're saying. You're saying not quite like deer, but to say it's a not deer means it's not deer. Like again, my English is breaking up on this. Not meaning not at all, like not. It's not whatever comes next. It's a deer, so it's not like a deer. I'm thinking it's got to be like a whale, or we're talking a bird, something like that. But then you tell me it's a deer that looks sometimes like it's not really a deer, so that's like not quite like a deer. But I digress.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
among further examination, something appears wrong with this thing. It can have misshapen legs. The eyes, instead of being on the side, can be toward the front. So forward facing eyes. Predator.
Sin.
Yes.
Are these
Mike.
just like nuclear deer? Are these just
No.
deer that were like near some sort of like Batman villain place where they had like sludge coming out the back, and these deer just happened to like trot through, and eyes ended up over here and shit like that? Are you sure this isn't just like nuclear waste?
I'm positive. No, I'm not positive because I've never seen one. But
You'll never
they
see a
also
not
had-
deer.
I'm not looking to see a not deer.
You'll never see one.
I'm not looking to see a not deer or a Flintville monster.
Oh, you'd want to
Yeah.
meet the Flintville monster.
No, he's violent. I don't want to meet him.
Yeah, but what's violent? What if he just likes to like throw boulders around
There's-
and yell?
There's blood involved. I don't want a part of it.
But I don't think he'd eat us. When they want to eat
But-
stuff that's good, like grab a cow.
He evidently this Flintville monster will attack humans. So you don't want a part of this one. I don't know.
Isn't that always confusing about Bigfoot? When they always say
Yes.
that Bigfoot always backs away, or he always just wants to get away from people.
Not
It's
this
like
one.
no, but it's like in general. I always thought like, so wait a minute, I'm in the woods, and I stumble upon this 8-foot gigantic thing staring down at me, and it wants to run away or walk away. Like you would think that it was what's it called? Sin again? When you do this?
The Flintville monster.
No. The movement of this. What'd you call it?
Oh, the bow up? To bow up?
Yeah. If he bowed up once on me, oh my
Yeah.
God! But I'm serious. Like, why wouldn't he do that? Like, he could just look around and go, "I'm an 8-foot Bigfoot. That's a 6-foot Italian. I got him." Smack, and like come on. I never understood it. I don't get it.
But you
What's
digress.
I digress.
I'm still
yes.
going with the
Oh,
not deer. I'm still going with the not deer because they're not afraid of humans. They're not afraid. Whereas normal deer are. It may even attack if provoked. So you do not want to provoke a not deer.
how do you provoke a deer?
Uh, call it bad names. I don't know.
That's my point. There it is, right there. It really isn't a reason. You hunt a deer.
Yes.
You chase after a deer, but that's what is
Well,
provoking.
that would be if you're running after it. That's not very nice.
Well, that's provoking, but that's more than provoking. That's running after it.
That's hunting. That's going.
Provoking
Yeah,
is like getting
you're going
someone to do something. I'm trying to get you to start something with me. I'm provoking you. But how do you provoke a deer? I'm trying to get you to run, deer. I'm trying to get you ready for me to hunt. It doesn't work. None of these words are making sense tonight. I'm having trouble with the English
I'm
language
so
as a whole.
sorry.
It's all right. It's just
I am so
after
sorry.
I went beyond realms that I didn't think I could go that didn't exist.
You're
I lost my mind. I
you're
have been the
past
same.
that.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I am so sorry.
That's
Okay,
right.
but some people say that the not deer can be somewhat similar to the skinwalker,
What?
right? Yep.
How?
Well, one person said that possibly this could be, no kidding, that there actually is a disease that deer can get, and it's called chronic wasting disease, right? It's
Mhm,
quite
mhm,
prevalent in deer populations in the US, and it can cause them to look sick, deformed, hollowed out, just
mhm.
bad. So it would look like a deer, but not look like a deer because they were so sick.
It would look like a deer, but it would look like a deer in Hollywood.
Yes. Can we
Anyways,
go on?
um, uh, so
Yes.
I guess we can go on, but not a deer is just not a good one. I don't like it. Not a deer. Not
I
deer.
don't.
That's
I
not
didn't care for the name. I did
that's
not
a
care
not
for the name either.
very easy. That was like it didn't take much time to name it. What is
Yeah.
it? I don't know. It's like a deer, but it's not a deer. Not deer. Let's call it not deer. Like that's
Exactly.
meeting adjourned.
See,
All right. I'm sorry.
well, not quite a deer was too much to put on a T-shirt.
Yeah, that would have been me in the background. They all went, not a deer. I would have been like, shouldn't it be like not quite a deer? And they'd be like, shut up. So what do you get next?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Have you heard of the Tennessee Terror? I bet you have not. Let me explain it.
Ryan
It
Tannehill.
is no. It is an unusual cryptid. It's called Altamahaha. Altamahaha.
Altamaha.
Yep.
Altamaha.
It's also known as the Tennessee River Monster. It's
Tennessee
a
River
giant
Monster. Giant.
serpentine creature
Serpentine
living in the Tennessee River.
living in the Tennessee River.
Are you going to repeat all of it?
No, but that's how remember I told you that's how you should do all your audiobooks. You should read a
Like you
line,
just did?
and then I would read behind you in an Italian voice. So just continue what you're
No.
saying. I'll show you. I'm gonna do it
All right.
anyway, so just go on.
All right. So up to 50 feet long, a long snake-like body, series of humps on its back. Stop it.
Stop it. All right. Sorry.
All right. So the first sighting, the first reference of this was back in 1822 when a sea serpent rose to the surface of the Tennessee River as a farmer was fishing.
Mhm.
He was so terrified he had a heart attack.
Mhm.
Another story told by a fisherman in 1827 who had been fishing on the river was almost shook from his canoe by a bluish yellow creature built like a giant snake.
You know what?
Now, what?
Again, for the record, I believe fishermen and their stories more than I do people in space. Like, in other words, I really believe, and I said this last night on my own show, that what's beneath the ocean and what actually exists, you know what I mean, and what used to exist, what's actually in the Amazon and places we're not allowed to fly over, the poles, that stuff. Like, I really think there's like all kinds of weird animals, and man, the ocean is scary. Like, if
Yeah.
you want to talk about really scary, like I've been taking the houses or places. This is supposed to be scary here, and I'm like, yeah, it's got a bad vibe to it. Like I can tell why you don't like it. Like I don't like this. The other. But when I'm out in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
it can be scary, and there's nothing anybody can do to soothe that because there's two. Look, my friend of mine, Dave, was at a local beach here where it's not even the water's not even high. He's like 6'4", so he's up to here. I don't know how tall you want to say that is, but he saw a dorsal fin pop up and swim around him. He had a shark circling him at one of our beaches in Rhode Island. It's like crazy. Like the cove, they don't ever come in there. So you never know when you're in the water. Like I'm scared to death of it. So fishermen, I'm a big fan of all their stories. I like the movie Jaws. I like fish sticks. That's all I got to say about that.
Fish sticks.
I actually do though.
Wow.
I actually do like. No, I do like fish sticks. Yeah,
We grew up on those. I can't stand them.
I didn't grow up.
Because we grew up on them. We loved
No.
them growing up, but I couldn't stand them now.
And we had pasta. We had pasta 5 out of the 7 days, probably. Literally, like Italian had pasta, either just pasta with something. It was lasagna. I mean, I love it, but it was just that's what all it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I digress.
That's awesome, though. See, I didn't have lasagna until I went to college.
Oh, Jesus. My mom made one.
Right?
My aunt made one. My Nana had her own. Oh, this one was a little sweeter. Oh, they put sugar in this one. Who did this touch? Well, my Nana used to put like a deviled egg pieces in the. Oh yeah, dude.
Lasagna?
In the
Really?
lasagna, and as weird as it sounds, oh, was it good? It was like a boiled egg pieces, I guess. In the my Nana did something with it. We still love it. I used to ask all around, you don't have egg in the lasagna? They're like, why would we put? I'm like,
Never heard of that.
Never
heard
like a
of
hard
that.
boiled egg, deviled egg.
Oh, have you ever had a fried deviled egg?
Fried deviled egg? No, but
Deviled egg.
one
Amazing.
that sounds good. And two, you know what's funny about deviled eggs? Every Christmas Eve,
It's amazing.
Right? No, wait, listen. Every Christmas Eve, the wife always plans on, or it's the night before Christmas Eve. She always plans on making deviled eggs. This has been like a running joke for so many years. And she's always ends up being like too drunk the night before because we go out and do something the night before Christmas Eve or whatever it is. And the eggs, they fall, they get knocked over. The eggs are always getting abused. It's like every year we're happy if the eggs make it to wherever it is that we're going. Yeah, that's the truth. They don't make it. I don't know.
Does she know you're telling me this? Telling
She's
the
probably
world
watching.
this?
She knows about her devil eggs. They
I know.
never even make Christmas Eve. They get. She's either too drunk. She drops them. She forgets. She does this. This is how they slide. It's a million. Dude, I've heard. Look, the only thing that in my life, well, not the only thing, but a couple things in my life that really shocked me more than that is her deviled egg damage. The fact that the comet is always spilling when I open the bottom cabinet, and I put the comet in the back purposely because I don't want it to spill out. And then by some act of God, within like maybe a week or two, I don't know if everybody in my house just uses comet all the time. They just walk around throwing comet. I don't think so. But somehow that comet makes it to the front every time, Sin. I'm not lying. That's paranormal. That's beyond the study of science.
You got a clean freak ghost around there.
Somebody or a spiller. Is that a word? Probably not.
Yeah, could be.
What do you got next?
You made it.
I just did.
What? Listen, I like the way this story ended about the Tennessee Terror because they said that legend grew and grew and grew about the Tennessee Terror, and it became from the serpent to a 500-pound catfish. So they started calling it Catzilla.
Catzilla.
I like that.
So it looks
Catzilla.
like a catfish, and they added Zilla.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of catfish,
Yes.
you know what also ends up looking like a catfish,
What? Who?
right? Oh no, really? You don't know this? You
What?
when you get plastic surgery to where they put enough filler, I guess, in your cheeks where they come up this high, it naturally pulls your face into that. You've seen the face. I know you've seen the plastic surgery face that looks like a catfish. Joan Rivers was the extreme extent of that. She was pulled all the way back. Like the more you blow this up, right, to make, I guess, yourself look younger, it just makes you look just whatever. But it pulls your mouth up and then it forms that jokerish catfish face.
They said that she had so much plastic surgery that they pulled her up so much she had a beard.
I don't even think anyone else gets that. Okay. That's a good one. It's so much face. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah. You are welcome to use that one.
Thank
you. You're writing it down. All right. So moving on. White Bluff Screamer. This is in Dixon County. Starting around the end of World War I, families in the area reported hearing this screeching wail, according to historians and all that kind of stuff. The eerie wailing lured a man away from his family to find this thing. After a week of sitting there trying to figure out what it was, he'd go looking for it. He sat out on the front porch with a rifle. The screams would kind of circle his house, and he decided he was going to go out and look for this thing. Instead of it terrorizing him, he was going to go terrorize it. And he told his wife and his seven kids and the wife in the cabin that he was going out for the evening to catch this thing. And once out in the woods, you know how sounds? Yes, Mike. Yes.
First off, Sky lives in the woods in a cabin, right? He's sitting outside his porch, waiting night after night with a gun in his hands, just waiting, right? Night after night, right? He has nothing else to do. He's got 7 kids.
Yeah.
It's a little sounding like someone having an episode right now. I don't know, but he's like sitting outside with a gun, It's either that or go inside, make the 8th. I'll go look for the thing. And he's walking around. All right, go ahead.
All right, so you know how sounds can be very disorienting out in the woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So things started happening. He'd heard the wails and they'd get louder and farther away and louder and kind of bounce off the trees. And he got a little bit turned around in the woods and decided, okay, I'm going to let this thing come to me instead of me trying to find it. And about that time is when he heard his wife and kids screaming. Bloody murder, not just fear, but, they were being hurt. So he got there in time to open the door, and their bodies were just torn apart. They were disemboweled. They just everything. And
Sin.
Yes.
You sound like it sounds like I can picture the guy right now sitting in the police station, right? He's in the interrogation room, and the detectives already know that he killed his whole family. And they're asking him what happened, and he's telling them, there's been this scream for the last 5 days. And I knew it was like this terrible monster. So I told my wife and kids, good luck, stay in the cabin. I got the gun. I'm going to go look for it. And then while I was looking for it, officer, I got disoriented, which is weird because I'm usually a very oriented person. But I got disoriented. And when I did get disoriented, I said, wait, I had an idea. And usually, Your Honor, I don't have ideas, or detective. And then I says, well, how about I just stand still, right? And I'll be the bait, like a switcheroo in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. I'll be the bait. It'll come to me. And then, you're not going to believe this. while I'm standing there in the middle of the woods, far away from my house. It must have murdered my family. I never saw it, but when I got there, when I ran all the way back, because I was really, just so you want to know, I was really deep in the woods. I was really far away from that murder. By the time I got there, they were all dead. And they're looking at him going, yeah, all right, sure, okay, yeah, right.
And they probably would have done that if there weren't other accounts of hearing this wailing. And some people likened it
It was
to
him.
a banshee.
It was probably him. He
Go
does
with me on
nothing but
this.
sit outside with a gun outside his house. He's probably running around the woods yelling. He's just setting an alibi.
Lord. Okay, I'm just telling you what I found.
All right.
There's
I'm
there's
just
a
telling-
not
I'm
just
telling you
his
what I found.
account. That was the first one. That was the
Mhm.
first account that they can actually look back at. But a lot of people think it's a banshee-like thing.
Sure.
So
I'm willing to bet
um,
the next murder that happened was also like a wife and something like that and family. I bet there's no husbands that get killed. Are there?
because it said
Because-
it said that this screamer evidently had something against women and children.
Hey, Carl, man, come here. Hey, Billy, come on, bring it in. Here's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna say there's a monster in the woods, cause Steve did it and he killed his whole family. We can all do it. So listen, just stick with what we said. It was a monster in the woods, and we had to kill it. And keep going,
Yeah,
keep going.
that southern accent was pretty good.
It's all I'm listening to is it's not even a master plan. It's like a associate's plan in like you're gonna get rid of all the
So-
wives. This thing hates women.
and children.
Yeah.
And children.
Yeah, they're at the pub, the bar, the local watering hole when they came up with this idea. I'm just saying that's what my opinion would be of this. You know. No.
Okay. Well, the next one is called the Wampus Cat.
Okay.
And it is around Appalachian area as well, East Tennessee. It's said to be half dog, half cat. It can walk either on four legs or stand on both.
Nope.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
You see the Danny DeVito meme? No.
What?
In other words, it would not. It can't. It no. It could be created in a lab. Now look, I
Yeah.
heard that if you lose your cat, they can already make a clone of your cat by its DNA and stuff. I heard that in another country they can already make you a new version of the same sort of cat. It'll look just like that
Well,
cat.
I mean, how long ago was the sheep that they cloned?
Dolly. I think
Yeah.
it was in the
How long
80s or
ago was
90s.
that? Wasn't it was in the 80s, I think. So
Dude,
of course they can. Of course
But,
they've
like-
gone to
but nature didn't do it. There ain't no
No.
dog cat. There's no womp cat that's really like a dog met a cat or vice versa. And they were like, hey, you want to try this? Because it would never happen.
well,
Okay.
it's not only in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Missouri calls it the gollywampus.
Oh,
Arkansas, it's the whistling wampus.
whistling wampus.
And so it let's see, it terrorizes villages. It's if you see it and hear it, run and all that good stuff. There's also a Cherokee story about it that says it could be to the Cherokees it was a demon instead of this cryptid thing. It was a demon known as Iwa, the spirit of
You know what?
madness, and it caused the man to go mad. What?
So, all right. So I always have a hard time with spirits that cause people to do bad things. That's another way of pawning it off on like a screaming banshee that's running through the woods, killed my family type thing. Yeah. No. Say that again. Say the last part you said again. Because I'm stuck on one word.
about
What's the last? Is the last line you said?
uh, yeah, now I got to look at it again because I put it to the side already.
Oh, the very
Spirit
last.
of madness. It
Yeah.
causes can drive men mad.
Yeah. So, um, I'm a big fan of like Native American, like old school, like readings and writings and all that stuff. But there's a lots of legends involved in the writing. They're very eloquent with the way they write. So I always feel like and they were high sometimes, really high when they wrote stuff. So you know, it was a demon. It was a demon. So it is what it is. Like, I always like they're like fishermen. I like listening to their stories, right? Because they have actual stories I want to listen to about things that I'm actually interested in because I don't know what's out there and they do, right? But if you don't think I think
Right.
they embellish a little bit to make it a good story for a dummy like me, of course they do. And I hope that they do, to be honest. I like a good
Well,
story,
what do you think? What do you think about this one? The
So
Tennessee
far?
Forest Troll.
Oh no.
No, this is the Tennessee Forest Troll.
Troll. I said, oh no. A
Yeah.
troll. A
It's
troll.
a migrant. It's a migrant creature. It came all the way across the ocean, settled in the South decades ago by accident.
From where?
Since its discovery, from England area, Europe,
How do you know? How do you know that?
because that's what it says.
Well, how do they know that it came from there? Did they have like a luggage that said from England? These trolls? They have stamps like the old school Bugs Bunny cartoons again?
I don't know because I got to read this description to you. I just want to hear what you say about this description.
Hmm?
It's relatively short. It's covered in leaf-like growths all over its body, and has a strange lamprey-like appendage in its chest.
What type of appendage?
Lamprey,
Spell it.
Lamprey. Lamprey is those invertebrates that are like sucker fish. They're parasites.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming out of his chest.
What is coming out of his chest?
A lamprey-like appendage.
Which would be like what? Give me a description of what.
Sucker.
So out of his chest would be like a flying like a cactus that kills
like this snake-like thing, eel-like thing that would attach to something.
Out of his chest. Out of his chest, he's got like a sucker thing.
That's what it says. Yeah.
It'd be like a Tony Stark thing, but it's got like teeth or something. It wants to suck stuff, and he's got to deal with that as an appendage from his chest.
Yep.
And I'm gonna bet it's not in the middle. It's not like perfectly set, so you can put his shirt on. It's probably up here, over here. Like we all think it's right.
Put his shirt on. He's got leaf-like stuff all over his body, like lichen.
You still should put a shirt on. I know some Italians that they could go around. You wouldn't know if you didn't stare at the nips, but they should still wear shirts.
Okay.
It's true.
Moving
They know
on.
who they are.
Moving on. Werewolf of Dixon County. We have a werewolf. Back in the late 1860s, a passing circus train either stopped unexpectedly or derailed just outside of Bern Station, Tennessee. Many of the circus animals escaped into the surrounding countryside. One of the creatures in the circus was said to have been a pair of men known as the Wolfmen of Borneo. They were reported to be half man, half beast, and were never recaptured.
Okay. Anything from a
circus,
right? Anything from a circus, and especially in that certain time frame. A lot of those were real people that were freaks. The bearded woman was encouraged to grow the beard. There was the Siamese twins is so great because they actually, because they were Siamese twins, coined the term Siamese twins from them. Like they started the name.
Yep.
They're like the Kleenex of facial tissue. Is what I'm trying to say to you.
Right. Right. Have you ever watched that movie? And I mean, it's an old movie called Freaks. It's a black and white
No,
movie.
no, and I'll tell you
Wow.
why. And I thought you would know this about me by now. What was the one movie that ruined me when I was young? Do you remember this story? Oh, I couldn't sleep for
I
like a
can't
week and a
remember.
half.
I can't
Sleep
remember.
deprived. I had to sleep with a cross under my pillow. My dad had to sit up and talk with me. My mom had to sit up and talk with me. I don't know who I was going to go talk to next because I just kept
The Exorcist? What movie?
Elephant Man.
Oh,
Something about the black and white Elephant Man movie that as a kid, when I saw what he looked
yeah.
like and how he was treated and how he died, all that stuff freaked me out because it now opened up a world of all these weird looking people, like I wasn't ready to see at that age whenever I
Yeah.
saw it. Like I didn't know. Now I knew and I couldn't stop what I knew, and it was weird. And that's when I ruined dreaming. Like I told you this. Like I was so terrified that I learned how when I'm dreaming, I always remember I'm dreaming. Whether it's good, whether it's bad. Like I'll be like 20 seconds into a dream, and I'm like, yeah, good. I get a brand new car. Oh, I'm dreaming. I better pull all the time. I did that purposely as a little kid, and I've continued to do it. And now I can't stop it. It's something my brain always does. So it
Yeah.
stops bad dreams from coming in, but it ruins good dreams.
Good ones too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I live with. But yeah, Elephant Man ruined me. So no, I couldn't see Freaks. Like I
Yeah.
can't.
No, you couldn't watch Freaks then. Freaks is because they really used people that
I know the ones they
were,
use too. I know the guy with the head. I know all those
yes,
characters, people, and yeah, it's just the thing is, I have no issue, no problem with anyone like that. Of course not, right? But like to say that it doesn't make me a bit uncomfortable sometimes would be someone's like lying when they say that. No one makes you uncomfortable, really? Never. Like
right.
sometimes I get uncomfortable. I'll give you one that I'm very embarrassed about, but it did happen. It's a true story. I'm at the Giants game 2 years ago, right? And I'm walking with my son. Now, you know how they walk in crowds, especially at football games. They're like packed. And if this is New Jersey, they're packed. And everyone's big. And I'm somewhat tall. I'm actually at almost 6'1", but I'm actually taller, I guess, than most. I always think that most people are taller than me, but I don't really think that's the case. So, because you got to figure women and kids are like lower. So I'm walking in the crowd, and I got my son with me. I'm making sure he stays right next to me because that's my main job. But I'm just making sure he's there. And I see the crowd start splitting, Sin. Like people going like this and going like that, but I don't see the person.
Why they're yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's a dog. Like it looked like there was a dog coming through. The way I could see people scattering. Like I'm looking up, I can see, and then all of a sudden, this, I guess you want to call him little person, wearing a giant's metal like fireman hat, dressed like a giant, was running through the crowd. And when I turned and saw him, I went, ah, because I was expecting a dog and did not expect a person. And I felt so bad about my reaction. And my son was even like, that was a horrible reaction. I'm like, dude, I was scared. I was like, I was actually scared. What do you want honesty? The people want honesty, or do they want us to pretend? Like, in other words, I wasn't trying to hurt his feelings, but he's running through the crowd, making people jump left or right. And for some reason, I squared up with him because when I turned, he's coming at me down here. And I looked at the first reaction, look up, then look down for the dog. Not a dog. That's a fireman helmet. My brain goes, what the fuck? What? And I was screaming before I even knew what hit me. Yep. Yeah, not a good look on me. I'm not very cool. I really am not. You can't take me anywhere. I'll screw it up.
But see, no matter how you reacted to that, some people would get mad at this and other people would get mad at this one. So it doesn't matter how you reacted, people get mad.
My thing is, as long as I'm honest about how I reacted, what's the upsetness? Like if I'm not doing it the way where, you know those instant reactions though, like how the frig do you want us to control those? Like how can you control those? Like when you watch, if you watch somebody and they eat and too much food falls out of their mouth.
I can't deal with that.
No. Or how about
Mm-mm.
you have any friends that eat way too fast and they make
Um,
you eat fast because they eat so damn fast?
I'm usually laughing when I'm talking, so you
No, I'm
know,
talking about eating. Eating. Like I got a
I
friend who would
know,
sit
I
down and
know.
he would eat so fast that I would be
No,
like tense. Like I like slow down. Like I don't want to
no.
eat that fast. See, I have friends.
Z he's thinking he was royalty because over in England, when the Queen stopped eating, everybody stopped eating. It was done. So maybe that's what he was thinking. He wanted to be king.
Also in England, the food tastes like paper towel and
Some of it does. Some
carbon
of it does.
paper, so that you just shovel that in your mouth, eat it, try to get the digestion going, and move on to like a crumpet. That's what I think. I don't know. This is all
Some of
alleged.
it's really good. Some of
I
it's really good.
I could never fact check what I say.
No, he can't. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So yeah, there was the werewolf and
Werewolf of London. Mhm.
werewolf.
By the way, American
Let me
Werewolf
find
in
out.
London. That was my jam. Like that's a scary movie that you would think I didn't like because of the way he transformed. American Werewolf in London,
That was
but
a good. I liked it.
that
I
was
want
my
to get that.
jam.
I want to get a T-shirt that's got
Oh,
the
yes, I
slaughtered
have.
lamb on it. Slaughtered lamb.
Listen, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, I have. You know what? Yes, I actually have. And you know what's funny? That's a good transition for this one. So tomorrow is May 2nd. Tomorrow would be Felicia's, let's see, 58 to get to 24, and 24 and 58 is 82? 80, I don't know. What's
This is
42
your
to
mom.
now? My
This
mom's
is your
birthday
mom.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's birthday is tomorrow, May 2nd. Um, and the funny thing is, my uncle's is like 5 days later.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really weird how the numbers they've
I was
all
just
stuck together.
talking to somebody about this the other day, how strange it is that a lot of death days are really close to their birthdays.
Well,
Because,
so that's what's scaring me now is um, my mom died on the day after Christmas, the 26th of December, which was her mom's birthday.
wow.
Yeah, wow. Now I got to live with in my head every May 2nd coming forward. Oh, geez. Right?
Yep.
Because I don't want to keep that trend going.
No.
I don't want
No.
anyone to go, well, you're not going to believe this. She died on her mom's birthday, then her son died on her birthday. Can you believe that? They'd be like, which son was it? Big, tall, dumb one. They'd go, oh, I get it now.
No. No.
Sam,
No.
what are you gonna say to wrap up where we did our job?
Yeah. Yeah. And I have more cryptids for next week. Can you believe it? We still have more cryptids in Tennessee. Craziness. I have the 5 books on Amazon. You guys check them out. If you have Kindle Unlimited, they are free. Free. I tell you, free. So go check those out on Amazon. Also, please like and subscribe to our Legit podcast because we really want to keep you informed. And we've got a lot coming up too. Are you going to say everything we've got coming up?
No. Nope.
No.
If you want, all I'm going to say is please like and subscribe. I want to thank everybody that's been watching lately. Enjoy the feedback. Just don't send me a message scolding me because it's pointless.
Yeah.
It's just not a good idea. It really isn't. Just leave me. Matter of fact, right? Scold everybody else. Just not me. No offense, and no offense. Because I didn't say anything anyways. But like, whatever. Hey, friends don't make friends choose.
Exactly.
Right? And that's
That's
one
right.
to grow on. That's gonna be my new one to grow on type T-shirt. New foundation. We're gonna help friends, not make friends choose.
I like it.
Yep.
I like
That's all I got to say. There will be repeats, I believe, on Thursday and Sunday nights. Shaw, JK, all their shows are live. They'll be good. JK is what? Friday night.
Friday.
Yep.
Mhm.
I believe tomorrow nights will be
Shaw
repeats.
Sunday afternoon.
Yep. And Reenie's also Sunday day. I'm not sure about that one. I think it went last Sunday, but I don't know about this Sunday. I'm always unsure of the scheduling. But
I think Renee is out for a while.
no, she
from
was
what I
there last Sunday. She did last Sunday, I thought. You never know. We come, we go. Oh, JK is doing clips. Oh, word.
JK. Woohoo!
JK is doing clips. See now, look. Here's the problem I have with the legit podcast chat, right? The messenger chat. This is what I have a problem with.
It's too much.
See this? Yeah, see this right here? This is information that was probably, if I scrolled way back up and saw it and didn't read everything else to get to where I am at the end of it. So I didn't know he was doing clips. See what I mean? You see what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I
What is
mean?
no? What part's no? I'm not sure. I don't know.
You don't even know who that is. Who could that be? Who could that be?
I wonder.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm going to do the wrap up like this. So, for Sid Shrader Hill, author, it is me, Mike Leopard, King Mike Hill. This was Legit Paranormal News brought to you by LegitPodcast.com. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Come over and check out Sin's books, the Atkins Legit Tumblers, and bikinis.